Let's talk about differentiation using first principles. It has a general formula that f prime of x is equal to limit as h tends towards 0 f into x plus h minus f of x then all over h. This is the formula known as first principles. Let's take, for example, if we have, for example, that f of x is equal to 2x3 and we want to differentiate this, the simpler method is actually power rule, where we say 3 times 2, which is 6, that dy dx is 6x, then minus 1 from this, which is 2. We have differentiated using power rule, but here that is not our focus. Our focus is to use these first principles to differentiate it, which is what we're going to have is that f of x plus h, first of all, will be given as 2. Instead of writing x, we'll write x plus h, then 3. That's what it is. Then for f of x, we've already known what it is. Therefore, we can say that f prime of x can be given as limit as h tends to 0. We'll now write 2 into x plus h cube minus f of x, which is 2x3. Now, if we open up this, what we're going to have is f prime of x is limit as h tends to 0. We will have 2 into, this is the same thing as having x plus h times x plus h times x plus h. Then we have minus 2x cube all over h. Then if we open up this, what we're going to have is limit as h tends to 0, 2 into x3 plus 3x2 h plus 3xh squared plus h cube, then minus 2x3 all over h. If we open up this bracket, we're going to have limit as h tends to 0. Open it up, we'll have 2x3 plus 6x squared h plus another 6xh squared plus 2h cube. Use the minus sign to open up. You will have minus 2x3 all over h. We can combine like terms. This is plus 2x3. This is minus 2x3. They will cancel out. So all of these have h. H is common, so we can factor h out. If we factor h out, we'll have h into 6x squared plus 6xh plus 2h squared all over h. So this h can cancel out this, so that if we now say at h tends to 0, it has cancelled out. So what we can now have is that as h tends to 0, this becomes 0, this becomes 0. The answer that we have now left is 6x squared. So f prime of x becomes 6x squared. And if you check, when we used the power rule, that was what we got. Another example using first principle to differentiate this. So let's write the formula f prime of x is equal to limit as h tends to 0 we'll have f into x plus h minus f of x all over h. So let's take them one after the other. Picking up this, we're going to have that limit as h tends to 0. This f of this, we're going to have from here 2 into, instead of x, we write x plus h, then plus 5. On this other side, we now have minus f of x, which is 2x plus 5 all over h. So that what we can have if we open up the bracket is limit as h tends to 0, 2x, 2h plus 5, open up the bracket, minus 2x minus 5 all over h. So here you see 2x can take away 2x, 5 can take away 5. What is left is 2h over h, and h can take away h. What is left is 2. So 2 is the answer. And if we check the question actually using the normal power rule, if you differentiate 2x, you have 2.